Okay, so so this is fifth grade math, lesson 30. So today we are starting to add and subtract our fractions. No problem, guaranteed, okay? So when we are adding and subtracting our fractions, the first thing that we have to do is make sure that our fractions have common denominators. We all know that the denominator is the down digit, or the number that's on the bottom of the fraction. So in this fraction, if we were to read this, if we were to read 5/10 plus 4/10, obviously tenths is going to be the denominator, so it would equal 9/10. Now we know that's not a fraction right there, but that's how we would read it. 5/10 plus 4/10 equals 9/10. So right here we have it written as a fraction. 5/10 plus 4/10 equals 9/10. So all we have to do is add our numerators together, and that will give us the answer. Our denominator never changes, it stays the same. Okay, here I've written the same problem, just this time up and down. We have 5/10 plus 4/10 equals 9/10. So our denominator never changed, it stayed the same, and we added our numerators to get our numerator in our sum, okay? It's the same way with subtracting. As long as our denominators are the same, we just subtract our numerators. So we have 3/5 minus 2/5 equal 1/5. Here it is in fraction form. 3/5 minus 2/5 equals, we subtract our numerators, 3 minus 2 equals 1 equals 1/5. Our denominators stay the same all the way across, and we just add or subtract the numerators. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Okay? Here is our subtraction problem vertically. 3/5 minus 2/5. Our denominators are the same. We just subtract our numerators. 3 minus 2 equals 1, and our denominator still stays the same. So adding and subtracting fractions with the same denominator is probably, well, all of it's easy, but it's really very, very easy. You just have to remember, if my denominators are the same, I'm just going to add or subtract my numerators, and whatever that denominator was before, it's going to stay the same in the sum or the difference as well. So go ahead and get out your math books and open them to page 55. Put your name and date at the top, and you may pause the video while you do so. All right, so let's go ahead and look at section 1. We have 5/10 plus 4/10. What is 5/10 plus 4/10? We're going to add our 5 and our 4, and 5/10 plus 4/10 is 9/10. That is 1A. 1B, we have 7/13. 7/13. I'm sorry guys, this is like really little this morning. 7/13 plus 4/13, and the answer is, we just add our 7 and 4, 11/13. For letter E, this is as if we were adding 3 fractions together. As long as the denominator is the same, we can add as many as we want together. So we have 3/8 plus 1/8 plus 3/8. So 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7, so it's 7/8. And then look at letter D. We have 7/15 plus 5/15 plus 2/15. We're just going to add our 7, our 5, and our 2, and what does that equal? It equals 14/15. Very good. But you do have to be sure that you're writing your tenths for letter A and your 13ths for letter B. And for letter C, your 8ths, and for letter D, 15ths. You have to be sure that you have the word part written in your answer as well. And then if you go on and look at letter E, you're going to be adding some more fractions. Go ahead and with your pencil, underline the denominators. Make sure all the denominators are the same before you start adding those numerators. And then make sure you carry your denominator over into your sum as well. Section number 2, you have some subtracting there. Let's look at 2A. We have 8/9 minus 4/9. What is 8 minus 4? It's 4. And be sure and write the word ninths beside it. Letter B, we have 16/17 minus 9/17. What is 16 minus 9? 7. And be sure and write 17ths beside it. Letter C, we have 11/15 minus 4/15. What is 11 minus 4? 7, and be sure and write 15ths beside it. And letter D, we have 4/8 minus 3/8. What is 4 minus 3? 5, and then just be sure you write your 8s beside it. And letter E, and then on the rest of the subtracting part, you are going to subtract your numerators. Underline your denominators, make sure they're the same. Subtract your numerators and then write your denominator underneath, the same denominator that was on the bottom of your other two fractions. Alright, turn your paper over to the back side. And we have some Roman numerals up here. I'm going to go ahead and put these up here for you as a reminder. And then you can refer to this as you do section 3 for your Roman numerals. Remember, M equals 1,000, D equals 500, C equals 100, L equals 50, X equals 10, V equals 5, and I equals 1. And remember, you can only use 3 digits in a row at a time. Remember, if you have a smaller digit in front of a larger digit, you have to subtract. And then remember, if you have a larger digit and then smaller digits, you will add. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and do these ones by yourself. Have your thinkers on, guys. It's not difficult if you're focusing. If your numbers are listed here what they are, you're remembering the rule, no more than 3 in a row. A smaller digit in front of a larger digit means subtract it, and a larger digit in front of a smaller digit means add it. So C's are 100, D's are 500, so this would be 500 minus 100, so CD equals 400. Here we have DC, 500 and 100, so 500 plus 100 is 600, all right? So use that to help you to go ahead and complete that section. On section 4, solve these measurement equations. 21 feet plus 7 yards equals how many yards? We can't add feet and yards together, so this is just simple. This is a simple equation of what we have already been doing. So you're just going to take your 21 feet. 21 feet equals blank yards. Okay? 1, 2, 3. We know how to do this. From feet to yards, that's smaller to larger, so we're going to divide. How many feet are in a yard? 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So that 7 is not your answer, though. That's not your answer. Now you have to take your 7 up there and say 7 feet or 7 yards plus 7 yards equals 14 yards. You've converted the feet in your problem to yards so that you can add it to the other 7 yards that are already in your problem. So your answer will be 7 plus 7 is 14. All right? You can put an X, but I still need to see something on your paper other than just an answer written. Don't do that, okay? Letter B. On letter B, I will tell you what your special number is, but I still want you to work it. Your special number is 100, okay, for those centimeters. Story problems. Melanie bought 9 gallons of pink lemonade to the school picnic, and Shelby brought 16 quarts of orange egg. How many gallons did the 2 girls bring to the school picnic? All right, so it says Melanie brought 9 gallons, so we're going to have a problem that says 9 gallons plus, how many did Shelby bring? Shelby brought 16 quarts. And they ask us how many gallons the girls brought equals blank gallons. So you're going to have to take your 16 quarts and you're going to have to divide that into convert that into gallons. And then you'll add your 9 gallons plus your gallons that you converted over here, and that will be your answer, okay? And then number 6, we have some division. I want you to try your division. Go ahead and circle letter B. I need you to complete letter B. Listen to me. Do not just put a quotient up there. I need to see your work. I need to know that you are understanding division. So if you complete letter B, when you bring your paper back to me, you won't have to do any other division for that day. But if letter B is not correct, then I will give you another division problem to help you with your division, okay? And then down there at the bottom, section 7, multiply, check by casting out lines. You can scribble that out, check by casting out lines, you don't have to do that. And then you will go ahead at the bottom and do letter A and letter B at the bottom, okay? So this should be a pretty easy breezy day of math for you. You guys enjoy it, and if I don't tell you on another video, have a good weekend.